San Antonio is one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. By 2040, our population is expected to increase by approximately 1 million people. The SA Tomorrow Plan was developed as an innovative three-pronged planning effort to guide the city towards smart, sustainable growth. We were proud to get San Antonio youth involved in this comprehensive plan and develop solutions surrounding the potential strain on our energy and water resources. It was a priority to have youth engagement around solving our city's most pressing issues.
It's important for K-12 students to learn about energy and water, especially in Texas, because Texas is a major energy producer. We're one of the largest energy producers in the world, so it's just part of our local economy and part of what we do, what we know. And we have a lot of water constraints. We have a lot of drought. We also have floods. And so it's just a part of our existence in Texas, and therefore it's good for students to know about it. They might have family who work in these industries. They are certainly affected by the choices we make around energy and water, and they are the future leaders who are going to make decisions in the future that will hopefully lead us to a better place.
So how cool is it that a student could identify a local challenge in their school, in their neighborhood, somewhere in San Antonio, and be part of a team to try to solve that challenge?
The 2022 SA Smart Challenge was to propose a product, service, or strategy for how San Antonio can best use and manage water for the long-term benefit of its residents. From water management propositions to market analysis, San Antonio area students competed in front of judges who are experts in water and business venture creation.
Our winning project for SA Smart, this was the 2022 competition. We proposed to distribute these little tiny things called aerators. They're about this wide.
So we really wanted to focus on something that every household could do throughout the city, and we know that low flow devices are installed on faucets and shower heads.
We're actually distributing faucet aerators to low-income families through the food bank.
And this is important because many older homes have faucets without aerators. So this way you're conserving water and thus paying less for your water bill, and it only costs 50 cents.
So I think students learn best when their voice is being heard and when they're able to engage hands-on in a topic. And this is exactly what we do in the competition.
The reason why we're doing this is for two reasons. One, so low-income families are able to afford their water bills. It's becoming increasingly difficult every day, with inflation, gas prices, groceries, to be able to afford their water bill, and it's so important that they do. And the second issue is with these long-lasting continuous droughts in San Antonio. The aquifer, the water level can be very challenging for San Antonio, so these faucet aerators are a great way to tackle both these issues at the same time.
Through these kinds of experiences, we can gather students and community leaders, mentors, volunteers, and resources from all sectors to keep San Antonio a great place to live, work, and play today and into the future.
It's important to be an industry mentor to students because they're at a stage of their life where they have a lot of interest, they have a lot of capability, sort of unlimited potential, but might not know where they fit in the grand scheme of things. So they're looking for guidance, they've got a lot of questions, and I think it's up to us who have experience to share what we know as we can to give them guidance so they can figure out what path they want to take. And we really want to tap into that enthusiasm for these subjects and really promote and celebrate their interests.
To me, smart energy education means making sure that the San Antonio community is aware of different ways to conserve energy.
Educating the public about the connection between water use and energy use. Both are extremely fundamental resources for our community.
And so there's a big connection there, and conserving one means conserving the other. And so it's really important to know that even if maybe you don't have many ways you can save energy in your life, I'm sure there are plenty of ways you can save water in your life, and you're helping in both aspects.
It's important for students to learn about sustainability and conservation because that's what gives us life. Essentially, our critical resources like food and water and natural sources of energy. We want to make sure that we live in a safe and healthy environment, not just for our generation, but also the generations after it. So we have to make sure that we have sustainable resources.
Smart energy education, to me, means that we have the opportunity to run our resource system, so like our energy sector and our water sector, in a better way than we've done it in the past. That we've been too sort of casual with it over the last few decades or centuries, and we need to be a little smarter. We need to have more efficiency and conservation at the front of our mind. We need to be more resilient and focused on equitable access. We have more things we could do better. That means we need to be smarter, which means we need to really educate ourselves on the issues and learn some other pathways that might be available to ourselves.
Smart energy education is more than just about facts. It's also about inspiration. We're here at the San Antonio Museum of Science and Technology in our space called Area 21. Pretty soon, you'll be able to take an electric vehicle and use it for your taxi ride to the airport from Port San Antonio. Where's that electricity going to come from? I think that's really cool to think about the fact that electricity is going to power the next generation of aircraft.
The future of energy is a cause for optimism, in my opinion. I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be cleaner, it'll be more affordable, it'll be more reliable, probably more local, and they'll have all sorts of interesting, innovative careers involved with it. So I'm just really excited about what's happening with energy. We're going through this rapid transition. It's taking us to a better place. It's going to open up all sorts of job opportunities and career pathways that I think students will like. It doesn't matter if you're an engineer or a scientist or a musician or someone who really likes marketing or art, you name it, there's a place for you in the energy industry.
I think it's really important that SA Smart receives, funding from these different sponsors and donors, because SA Smart is a very unique organization in that it combines, community youth involvement with actually solving, real world issues in San Antonio. And it's very important that they receive the proper funding to make sure that SA Smart is able to continue doing their mission.
When I think about the problems we face as a society, as a collective humanity, collaboration is a theme that rises to the top for me, that we have to work together. And one of the ways we can work together are these public-private partnerships around education and outreach, where we have a role to play to teach the next generation whatever we can about important resource issues like energy and water. And I think the way to do that is through these partnerships, through collaboration. We don't want to rely too much just on workforce or just on school. We want all of it together to give different insights.
We're grateful for the partnerships with organizations like Itron Inc., CPS Energy, and SAWS for making these challenges possible. The investment in our youth is an investment in the future of our community. Smart energy education is vital in boosting energy and water literacy for students, educators, professionals, and our entire city. Because of your ambition and innovation, we can continue efforts in youth civic engagement. Always remember, a better tomorrow is ahead because of the work you do today. You are the future of our city. You are our future leaders.